Last time on the semi-realistic point series, Son of a Digger took on Barbarian in the BKT Tires final round. With our BKT racing champion decided, it's time for these drivers to show out and go hard to earn the title of the BKT Tires Freestyle champion. BKT is throwing down the gauntlet here in Tampa. Who will be the one to walk away with it? This is Rorsrps sponsor Showdown, and this is Monster Jam. Hello everybody and welcome back to Rorsrps sponsor Showdown. My name is Preston Vieira and I'll be your host as these 12 trucks tear up the track and we find out who will be crowned the BKT Tires Freestyle champion. Before we get into it, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification when we post our events. You can also find us on Instagram at Rorsrps to find some exclusive content, such as early look at the upcoming weekend's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and full season points breakdowns. Now let's check out our trucks that are competing for the BKT Tires Freestyle Trophy. Coming out first tonight, we're going to see a legend among monster trucks and independent monster trucks, more specifically, Bigfoot. Next, we'll see Metal Militia, two-time world champion, Bakugan Dragonoid, followed by Monster Energy. In our second four, we'll see Gravedigger and Advanced Auto Parts Grinder finishing out the first half, Sheriff starting out the second, followed by Black Pearl. Next, we'll see Monster Jam's newest Apex Predator Thunder Rorsrps, followed by Great Clip's Mohawk Warrior, Barbarian, and your racing winner, Son of a Digger. Freestyle tonight is powered by BKT Tires, a trusted partner of Monster Jam, delivering the perfect balance of speed, grip, and control to master any obstacle. BKT Tires, growing together. As Bigfoot comes racing out of the tunnel, 2 minutes on the clock. Bigfoot makes a big leap to start out his run as he heads over to the tire stack. Big old stack of BKT tires. Bigfoot, one of the 3 trucks not sporting BKTs tonight. And a nice little slap wheelie across the track, showing off that Bigfoot power. Crossing it up. Coming out first after being the first one to be eliminated in round 1. Trying to go for another slap wheelie there. Couldn't quite get the front end up after grazing that tabletop down there. Some big air off the send it ramp. This comes to the back of the racing lane now. Throws that front end way up high. And throws it up on the nose for a moonwalk. Bigfoot says, I'm competing in Monster Jam this season. I need to expand my skills a little bit. Bigfoot taking on the massive tabletop. Nicely done over that as he comes to cross it over, back over the tabletop. Nicely done. And it's the step up. Getting a little crooked in the air there. Stays on all 4 tires. Gets some more big air off the launch side of that step up. Nice save. Cutting through the tires in that sanding ramp. As he backs it up, he's going to go for it. Getting some big air. Narrowly avoiding the side of that tabletop, and that's going to give him a 31 as he finishes up with some donuts. Nicely done from Bigfoot. Solid run to start out the night and set the energy. A forward flag waving in the wind on the way out of the stadium. Next up, you have your two-time champion, Metal Militia. Gonna take on the adjusted racing lane with all those BKT tires and get some massive air and a massive slap wheelie as well. Hey, Bigfoot, this is how you do slap wheelies. Getting some big air, crossing over into the center of the stadium there. Or from the center of the stadium. Putting on those BKT tires. Nicely done up over that ramp. He's gonna cross it up over the tabletop. Nicely done. All over the place, but he's having a solid run so far. Not even a minute in. Comes around to the other side of the track. He throws it up on the sidewalls. Can he get the save? Over he goes. And they shut him off. But he gets the save. They are allowing him to continue as the clock restarts. He gets some massive air off the launch ramp of that step up. Oh, nice save. And the tire in the front left goes flat. Getting some big air off of the car stack over there. I'm gonna cross it up off of that step up again. Nicely done over that jammer. Manages to get it back on all four BKT tires. Going for another slab wheelie, couldn't quite get it up. Having some trouble turning right as he clips the dumpster there. Spins the truck around. He's gonna go for a backflip. And he gets it, bouncing off the nose. And it throws him on the side up against the dumpsters. And they're gonna shut him off at 7 seconds. That is it. A 35 for Metal Militia. A great run. Some awesome moments in there. Some nice saves. This Bakugan Dragonoid comes out next. Drift that truck around. Maybe take a lap around the track. Show off that body one more time before it could potentially get pretty damaged out here, depending on how crazy he goes this run. Revving it up for everybody for taking on that tabletop. 2 minutes on the clock. Nice air to start. Throwing it up on the nose a little bit. Crosses it up. Has to get a little bit of a slap, really. Couldn't quite get the nose up at all, really. Crosses over to the other side. Now he's going to get it. Nicely done to start. He's going to launch the truck. Crossing over towards that racing lane a bit. Working on the BKT tire stack. Nicely done there. Almost going up on the sidewalls. Putting on the step up and throwing it on the nose. Tried to get a moonwalk, just held those brakes a little too long. Didn't quite get on it when he had the angle. And on that adjusted racing lane, getting some massive air. Wow. That is a launch ramp for sure if I've ever seen one. He heads back to that tabletop. Flipping that truck around. Comes back for it the other way. Up on the nose. There's a moonwalk. Oh, way over on the nose. Keeping it up. Nicely done. From Bakugan Dragonoid. He's going to cross it over right back over the tabletop. Just kiss those back tires on the downside. Nicely done. Sky wheelie way up there. And slap wheelie as well. Nice little combo there as he goes for a backflip now. Can he get the famous moonwalk after? He could not. But a perfect backflip nonetheless as the clock finishes up. That is going to be 34 for Bakugan Dragonoid, not quite taking out the leader, Metal Militia. But an excellent run nonetheless. Great job from Bakugan Dragonoid, taking second place. One more moonwalk for the fans. And goes over! Goes over after the run is done. I don't think that's what he quite wanted to do, but it's all right. Next up, we got Monster Energy racing out of the tunnel. 2 minutes on the clock. Takes on that little double car stack. Drifts that truck around. He's going for the adjusted racing lane. That thing launches. Wow. Been way up there. Not much distance, but the height is very nice. Going around for the other adjusted racing lane. Going for a slap wheelie. Nice. Nicely done. Monster Energy. He's going to launch it. Headed right for the BKT stack. Oh no! Can he get a save? They're letting him try to save it. Up on the nose, on the rear end. And over he goes. All over the place, but couldn't quite get it. Finished the 30 seconds though. That is going to be a 15 for Monster Energy. Rough break. Next we'll see the legend, Gravedigger, coming on out. Awesome black and green wrecking machine. Old 35th anniversary paint job on it. This truck looks great with those purple floor links and sway bars. Love the look. Takes a quick lap around the track. 2 minutes on the clock. We're gonna throw it up on the sidewalls. Walking that thing down the track. Nicely done, setting it down on all 4 BKT tires. Getting some massive air and landing right on that BKT paint on the track. Nicely done over the BKT stack as well. Oh wow. Throws that nose way up in the air for a second. And throws it down to the ground. And he gets a moonwalk. Minute 30 left. Gotta be careful. We saw Son of a Digger in Racing Roll It doing that exact same move. Gravedigger manages to stay on all 4s though. And all 4 BKTs at that. Heading back to the step up, launching it towards the BKT tire stack. Oh, be careful. Almost going out the same way Monster Energy did. Sliding that truck around. He's going to launch it off the crossthread ramp. Oh, slamming that chassis down on the corner of that step up, but manages to stay on all 4 tires. Keep the run going. He's going to cross it over the jammer. Kind of clip that tabletop ramp a bit. Going to cross it up one more time into the center of the stadium, getting some massive air. And throw it on the nose again. Another moonwalk. Nice angle on that. Really crushing that hood up a bit. Walks it all the way across the stadium. An excellent move there. Gravedigger has 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds left on the clock. He's going to go for the 8-pack. Over rotates. But gets a successful backflip nonetheless and manages to save it as well. Gravedigger taking a 34. Rough break, but he does steal that second place spot from Bakugan Dragonoid. Gravedigger throwing one last big air and sand into it. Two minutes on the clock, getting some big air off of the car stack there. From Advanced Auto Parts Grinder. Sliding that truck around. Whoa, nosing over hard. Gets a nice slap wheelie off of it though. Almost going into the dumpsters. And to back the truck up a bit, going for the jammer now. And Handles it pretty well. Tried to get a slap wheelie, it looked like. Couldn't quite get the nose up. They're putting down a solid run so far. Heading for the BKT tire stack. There's the slap wheelie. Up over the step up. Throwing it on the nose. And could not keep the tires underneath. He goes over. Finishes the 30 seconds, but only gets a 17. Advanced Auto Parts Grinder is done for the night. Freestyle is powered by BKT Tires. Push the limits with BKT Tires, the top choice of Monster Jam drivers who demand nothing less than exceptional performance, durability, and safety. BKT Tires, growing together. And that is going to finish your first half. Metal Militia still in the lead with 35. Gravedigger and Bakugan Dragonoid tied with a 34. Bigfoot with a 31. Advanced Auto Parts Grinder taking home a 17. And Monster Energy down at the bottom so far with 15. Next up, we see Sheriff racing out of that tunnel. Tune is on the clock, going for the backside of the racing lane to start. Getting that nose way up in the air. Nicely done. Real big sky wheelie. Gets massive air off the launch side of the step up. Kind of stuffs it into that cross thread ramp. He's over it. Over the tabletop now. Nicely done. Nice little slap wheelie as well. He's going to cross it up on the other side of the track too. Bit of an ugly bounce there, but it doesn't hurt the run at all. Going for the tabletop. And he's going to do what Bakugan Dragonoid did, but the other way. Throwing it up on the nose. Walking it back. Nicely done. He throws it on the rear end. Over he goes. But he gets the save. A nice move from Sheriff. That was awesome. 1 minute left on the clock. Slides that truck around. There's some big air over that as he crosses it up. Up and over the BKT tire stack. The backside of the step up getting massive air and a perfect downside. Back of the step up. Goes for a backflip. Nicely done. Getting some big air. Nicely done there. Sliding that truck around. He's going to cross it up over the tabletop. Nicely done. Crossing it over the entire track. Looking very nice. 3 seconds left. He's going for the big hit to end it off. Nose is over hard. Oh, and he throws it on the dumpster and rolls back for a save. An excellent run, only getting a score of a 32. A rough break for Sheriff. That was a great run. Very unfortunate score as he heads off the track. Next up, we got Black Pearl coming out. Gonna cross it up first thing, getting some nice air. Flipping that truck around, he's gonna cross it up. Oh, gets tripped up a little bit, but stays on all 4 BKT tires. Speaking of BKT tires, he's heading for the BKT tire stack. It's a nice little slap wheelie and launches that nose way up in the air. Slams that chassis down on the edge of that ramp. He's gonna cross it over that car double. Nicely done. Cross it up on the tabletop. Nice save. It's a great slap wheelie as well. Getting that nose way up in the air. Going for the step up. Crossing it over into the jammer. Another great sky wheelie. And he walks it off the jammer. Keeping that nose in the air. Usually it's off a backflip, but I would say that is walking the plank right there. Nicely done. from Black Pearl as he throws it up on the backside once again. Kind of stuffs it into that launch ramp in the corner. He's going for a backflip. Under rotates, smacks that front end to the ground, and he's on the back. Can he get a save? No, he cannot. That is going to do it for Black Pearl. Black Pearl taking a 30. Did not run down the clock completely, but still gets a 30. A great run from Black Pearl. Next up, we got Rorsrps, Monster Jam's new Apex Predator, coming out onto the track. He's going to take a lap. He's going to go for that adjusted racing lane. He's not. He's going to take a lap. Go for the tabletop. Gonna park it up there and rev the engine to the fans. 2 minutes on the clock. Throws it down for a stoppie. It's a nice controlled moonwalk up the ramp. Down the downside of it on the rear end now. Walking that wheelie up and throws it back on the stoppie again. Nice start to the run, very unique. Definitely giving the judges something to consider here. Crosses it up with some massive air for his first big hit. He launches it the other way now. It's a nice slap wheelie, solid slap wheelie all the way across the track. Dipping his toe off the track a bit. Going for that ramp once again. Up and over the tabletop, walking the back wheels down the downside of it. Very nice. As he comes around for that adjusted racing lane with the BKTs on it, getting some massive air. Comes for the step up. Nice move, walking that wheelie out a little bit. Coming back around for the BKT tire stack. Gets another slap wheelie and gets some massive air over that step up. 30 seconds left on the clock. Getting some big air up and over the cars. He's gonna walk it out on the sidewalls a little bit. Nice little bicycle. Oh, over on the other side and into the stands a bit. That's going to finish him off. That is a 29 for Rorsrps. A solid run, but not enough to take the lead. Great clips, Mohawk Warrior coming out next. Mohawk Warrior fire at that. Happy they brought this truck back around. I love the design on this thing. Looks like he's gonna start out on that step up. Going for a stoppie maybe. Two minutes on the clock. Off he goes. Couldn't quite keep it up. But gets an awesome reverse move out of it. Nicely done. Big air out over that step up. I'm gonna cross it over the tabletop. Nice sky wheelie. Awesome slap wheelie. Stuffs it into that ramp in the corner. But gets a sidewall save out of it. Nicely done from Mohawk Warrior as he stuffs it into the backflip ramp. Crosses it up onto that BKT paint. Nicely done. Solid run so far. Just about a minute left on the clock. Lifting that truck around, he's gonna cross it up. Nicely done. Gets tripped up a little bit. Manages to stay on all four BKT tires. Heads for the backside of the racing lane, stuffs it in, and throws that nose way up in the air. Trying to get a stoppie out of it as well. And gets a wheelie though and rolls it over the back and gets a stoppie out of that. Nicely done from Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. A rough spot, but got out of it very nice. An awesome move. And ends it off with some massive air as well. 20 seconds left on the clock as he crosses over that jammer. Kind of gets a nice downside on that tabletop. Coming around for a backflip. Nicely done. Sounded like he wanted a moonwalk off of it, but just missed that gear. Ended up in neutral. He ends it off with some massive air. And that is going to do it for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior Fire. A score of 33. Metal Militia, second truck of the night, still holding on to that lead. Nice. He had a great run. Not complaining. Mohawk Warrior heads out. Freestyle is powered by BKT Tires. No matter where you go, BKT Tires have got you covered with unbeatable versatility and strength. BKT Tires, growing together. The next run of the night is Barbarian as he comes out on the track. I was going to say he's taking a lap around, but he spins the truck around. He's going to go for the backside of that racing lane with the BKT Tires. Throws the nose way up in the air. And he's going over the back. Can he get a save out of it? He cannot. That is going to do it. Less than 30 seconds filled. That is going to give Barbarian, our racing runner up, a score of 0 to end the night. Son of a Digger up next. Unfortunate break for Barbarian. Love to see a rollover, but you hate to see it that early. You want to see him at least get a score. Son of a Digger racing out onto the track after his racing win. Looking to put down an awesome run and rev the truck up for the fans. Minutes on the clock. Gonna launch it into the center of the stadium to start. Nice air. Sliding the truck around. He's gonna go for the backside of that car stack. Gets massive air, completely clearing that step up. He's gonna go for the racing lane. That thing really launches. Look at that. Massive air from Son of a Digger. Oh, he gets crooked off the BKT tire stack. Can he get a save? He cannot. Just crosses that border of 30 seconds. And he's going to finish off with a score of 5. Narrowly missing that 0 score. But doesn't get much better. Let's take a look at your points for tonight. Metal Militia takes the win with a 35. Gravedigger and Dragonoid tied with a 34. Mohawk Warrior with a 33. All these trucks having great runs. And we see Sheriff, our first run of the second half, taking a 32. Bigfoot with a 31, holding on from the beginning of the night. Black Pearl taking a 30. And Thunder Rorsrps, the Apex Predator, taking a 29. And we got Advanced Auto Parts Grinder taking a 17. Monster Energy, the 15. Son of a Digger with only a 5. And Barbarian, a 0. Your 2 top trucks in racing points getting the 2 bottom points in freestyle. Now let's take a look at your season points. We got Son of a Digger leading this tour with 16 points total. Mohawk Warrior with 15. Gravedigger 15. Metal Militia also with a 15 after getting 0 in racing but winning the freestyle event. Then we got Bakugan Dragonoid with 11. Thunder Rorsrps with 10. Barbarian also with 10. Sheriff taking 9 points, while Black Pearl takes 7 points. Bigfoot runs away with 6. Advanced Auto Parts Grinder with 5. And Monster Energy in the bottom spot with only 2. That means Monster Energy is eliminated for the next show. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram for a bunch of exclusive content about the season. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time on ROR SRPS, sponsor Showdown.